Hey, greetings all. Dr. X here. Hold on, I'm going to take off my headset. Hopefully, everything is going out live. I'm going to be looking to the right because that is where my computer is, where my session is. Now, I am learning how to do live sessions using Ecamm Live. I do not quite yet know how to bring in comments from the videos onto my videos, so I'm just going to talk to you a minute. Greetings all, I'm Dr. Zatur Woodley. Now here's why I'm coming on at 9:30 at night. So I've started using vidIQ, which is software that gives me data and feedback about the videos that I produce and that I'm putting online. You know, I'm a researcher. All I want is data, right? Show me the data, and then I can use that data to inform my actions. Well, according to vidIQ, on Wednesdays, the majority of people that engage with the content here on the Womanist Scholar do so between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Well, right now it is just after 9:30 here in Albuquerque, and I thought that I would jump online. No, this wasn't pre-scripted. No, this wasn't planned. I just thought after seeing that data, you know, it's 9:30 at night on a Wednesday, so I'm going to jump on and say hello, hi to everyone here on the Womanist Scholar. And whether you're watching this right now or whether you're watching it later, even if you're watching it later, just know that I appreciate all the time and energy you're spending engaging with the content here on the Womanist Scholar. Now, for those of you who just may happen to be seeing this video and you've never watched any of the content on the channel, I started the Womanist Scholar back in 2014 it's been about, 11 years? About 11 years ago, maybe further back than that, I started really posting content. No, I think it was 2011 even. I was posting content on this channel for the students in my classes. So I was teaching cultural studies, Africana studies at the community college here in Albuquerque, and started posting content because at the time the institution didn't have a platform for those of us who were faculty doing content, building content for our courses and teaching them online. We didn't have a platform to put our content. And so I found out about YouTube. I started putting stuff up on YouTube. And so for the last, I think it's 13 years actually, I've been putting content up mostly for students in my classes. Well, I retired from teaching full-time I left full-time teaching at the university back in, I think around 2021. But I still kept teaching Africana studies, cultural studies, sociology, those courses. So I kept putting content up on YouTube. And a lot of that content people are still watching, like the lecture videos and cultural studies. They're pretty popular, so I left those up. My sociology and Africana studies courses as well, those are pretty popular, so I left those up. Well, over the last year, I've been trying to also add content, and not consistently. I'm getting better at consistency, people. But I started adding content for newbies, new faculty members that are on a tenure track. I also started adding more content for doctoral students because I love working with doctoral students. And I kind of miss that part of being a full-time professor, being a full-time faculty member. I miss being on the graduate faculty and being able to engage with doctoral students around their dissertations. There's a lot of things that I miss, but that was really one of the main reasons I started putting up the videos to help people with their dissertations. So I started doing that about maybe 2 years ago. In the last year, I've done a little bit more of that. So on this channel, I'm saying all that to say this. On this channel, there's a variety of things you're going to find. You're going to find lecture videos from courses that I've taught. You're going to find dissertation how-to videos. You'll find how-to videos on applying for faculty positions, how to negotiate faculty salaries. All of those kinds of things are super important for those of us that are in academia. So I thought I'd go ahead and share those. But what's really been getting traction lately is my videos on how to publish a journal article. So what you're going to find is a variety of videos that you can watch. But I want to talk a little bit about the new direction I'm going with the Womanist Scholar. So you get a little extra information since you happen to be online right now watching videos. You're probably watching all the other videos. You'll get to this one eventually. So let me tell you a little bit about some of the changes you're going to see on the Womanist Scholar. First of all, I'm going to be using data to help define the direction I go with videos. In other words, those videos that I see communication comments on, those videos where people contact me outside of YouTube, they'll email me or go to the website. By the way, you can see, maybe it's over here. Is it over here? Yeah. That you can see, oh, you don't need to see all my arm. But you can see that the website is womanistscholar.org. You can go there and find out more about the services that I provide as an independent educational consultant. But some of the things we are going to see now on the Womanist Scholar are things around accounting and finance. Now, why am I putting up accounting videos now and finance videos? Well, I'm no longer a full professor in the College of Ed at New Mexico State. But I still teach part-time at the community college. I'm still teaching a little bit of Africana studies, maybe some women's studies over at the community college. But the direction that I'm going now is I'm finalizing my master's degree in accounting. I'm going to go in, I start classes here in 2 weeks. It'll take me about a year and a half to finish all the classes that I need to take for my master's in accounting. So I'm finalizing my master's degree in accounting. And I'll begin teaching accounting and finance classes over the next year. So right now I'm spending time as I learn, posting videos of the concepts and the theories that I learned so I can start beginning to support people in learning accounting and finance theory, accounting and finance practice. I can start building up my taxation firm. I own a tax firm here in Albuquerque. And with that tax firm, excuse me, I really, I'm trying not to have my oxygen on. I might need to put it on here in a second. So with that tax firm since 2018, so over the last 8 years, I've been doing taxes mostly for low-income families, low-income workers, and also for senior citizens over the last 8 years. And now I'm going to be expanding from doing taxation to actually doing bookkeeping and accounting and finance with individuals, with families, and also with businesses. And so because I'm doing that expansion, I really need to get my credentials together in the accounting field. But I need that master's of accounting because I actually want to be teaching. I am going to be teaching accounting and finance classes at universities and at community colleges. So the reason you're seeing a lot of the change that's happening around accounting and finance, and you're now going to see accounting videos, sorry about that, accounting videos on my channel is because I really am committed to having what you see on this channel really be driven by what is happening in my life, as well as where people are engaging with the content. You know, I've only been putting up accounting videos for a couple of weeks, and I've gotten so much more engagement with those with a sense of immediacy than I have with my videos around cultural studies lately. And so, part of it is because I don't teach cultural studies anymore, except an occasional part-time course in Africana studies. But because I don't teach American studies or cultural studies anymore, or sociology, I don't even teach my social classes anymore. That's why you're not seeing any new content come out in those areas. But because I'm, recentering my focus, shifting over to finance, accounting, and business, that's why you're seeing more of those videos start to go up. So you're going to see more of those videos go up. But I am going to go ahead and leave up, for those of you who are here to find the cultural studies content, to find the Africana studies and the women's studies and sociology content. Even I think I even have a couple of videos for psychology. I taught that too. When you teach at the community college, you teach what they need you to teach if you have the degrees in it. I have the degrees in it. So you'll still see those lecture videos up, but you're also going to see me transition over and start talking accounting, finance, homework assignments, as well as theories that you can use and apply in your personal life, in your business, around accounting and finance. So that is the direction I'm going. And I'm so excited to go down this new venture with you here on the Womanist Scholar. All right, so I think that was all that I was going to cover for today in this live session. Listen, if you're watching this later, if you're watching it now, I have no idea of knowing whether you are or not because, again, I didn't set up the stream. It was a last minute thing. Actually, let me see if I can maybe go to YouTube and see if anybody just happened to jump on. Going over to YouTube. Sorry, I'm clicking over and I'm looking over here to the right because that is where things are happening. Okay. I'm live right now. Hopefully hold on. Hey, there were 2 people watching. Woohoo. That at some point there were 2 people. Hi, 2 people. Good to see you. I don't know. Hi, 2 people. I don't know who you are, but now that I actually have it open, if you're still here, go ahead and put something in the chat. I'll look over in a couple of minutes, see if anybody's still here so I can say hi to you. And if not, that's fine too. All right. So that's the direction that we're going with the Womanist Scholar. I really am using data from this point forward on this channel because let's be honest, this channel was a channel that really did provide me a venue to just put my lecture videos up. And I have to say, I appreciate y'all for watching them. One of them, I think, has like 50,000 views on it. That's pretty amazing. Like, that's pretty awesome for some, faculty member in the borderlands to put up a video and 50,000 people watch it. That's amazing. So anyway, thanks so much for watching it. Know that I will be making changes in the future. And I am going to end the stream now. Oh, last thing I just want to give you a hint about. I'm going to start live streaming, but I'm actually going to post the times that the live streams are going to come out. I'm going to be more meticulous about advertising live streams. I want to start doing those on Fridays, and I'm going to call it Focus Time Friday, like Friday Focus. And we're going to focus on particular issues that relate to those of us here in higher education, those of you that may be studying accounting and finance. I really want to focus in on issues that are relevant for us in higher ed. And finances is one of the things that's relevant. In particular, those people that are scholars who already are getting grossly underpaid for the work that they're doing. I want to talk with you about how managing student loan payments is the big thing right now that a lot of us are still dealing with. Student loan payments. I want to talk a little bit about student loans, about financing your degree program, financing your degree. All of those are things that people are struggling with now in this economy. And especially as more and more scholars their grants are being taken away from them. They're losing positions and offers that have been made to them. Those are going away. And so I'd like to take some time on Fridays to really focus on, we're here now, what's next, right? So if you find yourself in these positions, what's the next thing to do? And I think one of the things we'll talk about in the next couple of weeks is about scholarships, about finances, and about student loans, especially student loan debt. All right, so that'll be part of Friday Focus. And then for those of you who don't know, I actually have a writing group, a Sunday afternoon writing group that takes place. If you want to find out more about that, go ahead over to womanistscholar.org, my website, and you can find out about the scholarly writing group. And while you're there, if you're a scholar that's working on their dissertation that needs some assistance with that would like to meet with me, there is information there about having one-on-one meetings with me. I also have doctoral support packages as well as writing support packages for those of you who need help with your book or with your article writing. All right, so check all of that out on thewomanistscholar.org. All right, that is it for me for the practice session tonight, and also for me coming on and saying hi to the night owls. Good to see ya. I'm usually here working between 9 o'clock at night and at least 1 or 2 in the morning most nights, because that's my best writing time. That's the best time for me to shut everything else down and just get to writing, or really have some dedicated time for work. It's also the best time for me to record because I can control the lighting in this space a little bit better at night than I can during the daytime, because I have windows. Like behind me, this curtain is actually covering a window, and there's a big giant window over here that takes up most of the wall. So I'm able to better control lighting at night, which is part of the reason I work as a night owl. Now, if you happen to be watching this tonight or later in the future, go ahead and leave me a message and let me know if you're a night owl as well and how you manage your time and plan your work for nighttime work. All right, that is it for now. Nobody was brave enough to tell me who was online watching, and so I'm just going to let it go. Listen, thanks so much again for engaging with the content here on The Womanist Scholar. I'm Dr. Zatura Woodley. Have a wonderful week.